Hello.
Hello. Welcome back. It is a 20 and Plenty, and my bitch is back.
I'm back, bitch. Did you miss me?
Yeah. We decided to come bring on some guests and stuff again. So today we have Akil Elijah and LeeTheSamurai. You guys introduce yourselves.
Applause.
I'm LeeTheSamurai. I am a samurai named Lee. I am a singer. I used to be a rapper, but I don't rap that much anymore. I also am a tattoo artist. So
Yes,
aside from singing, I tattoo people. And apart from that, I dance. And
Yes, he
He
does.
does.
Yeah, that's about it.
He's the one that did my bee tattoo.
The bumblebee,
so.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, plug me.
It's so cute.
I love how he was surprised. So that's actually good.
And then we have Akil.
Yeah, my name is Akil Elijah. I'm a rapper, artist, dancer, like director, creative artist, whatever you want to call it. I kind of do a little bit of it all. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just an artist, just living on this earth, doing art shit and fun shit. So yeah.
Art shit and
No,
fun
you guys
shit.
definitely have to go check out their stuff though. Like we wanted them on just because their shit's really fucking good. So
Thank you.
no
Thank
cap,
you.
we're definitely linking up their Instagrams below. So definitely check them out.
Thank you.
But yeah, we'll just kind of how you been, Mikey?
Oh my god, I'm like a ghost.
Yeah.
I've been
I feel
hella
so.
busy.
No,
like
I know,
hella
it's been
busy.
This
Okay.
is pandemic. It doesn't give you any time to breathe, but too much time to breathe.
This is true. This is
Yeah.
Damn.
deep. Deep.
That was
He is an artist. Oh.
I didn't think I said nothing. So
No, oh my god, I've been so busy. Work has been busy. But yeah, I've been so busy with that. And things have just been hectic. But yeah, that's how I've been. That's what I'm doing.
I know.
Like,
oh, that's good.
I still have time to watch Euphoria though.
Yeah, you
Just
should,
know I
as
have
you
my
should.
priorities.
As you
Just kidding.
Everyone's
you're-
been talking about Euphoria lately. That's literally all that's
Yeah.
flooding all my timeline and
Yeah,
everything.
me
So
too.
I mean, if that's what it is, that's what it is. I actually haven't seen an episode yet, though.
You
right?
should. And
I think
episode
either.
5 of season 2 will scalp you.
Yeah.
Like-
Wait, Lee, don't say it.
I'm not gonna say
Don't
anything.
spoil
I
it.
know, but I'm telling you, episode 5 will scalp you. And any opinion
Scalp you,
had
like, literally
on
scalp
the
you.
main character may change.
Oh fuck.
Damn.
I've never seen a single episode, but I don't feel like I need to because I've seen it all on
On
social
fucking-
media. Like I know the entire plot line. I know the Rue does drugs. I know that so and so sleeping with so and so. I know this, and that, and I know this. Like it's just too much. Like I know
Nah,
everything
he
already.
feels
There's
well
no point.
connected.
There's no point
Exactly,
of watching it now. But I mean, like maybe I will. Maybe. One day.
At this point, he's the director.
Literally, I feel like I was in the storyboard room writing the script with them. Like the one I know it all. Like
Honestly, just because you guys are creatives, just for the fact, like, the way that they shoot it.
I was
and,
just
like,
about
Yeah.
to say.
Yeah.
The only reason why I would want to actually watch it is because the makeup on that fucking show.
The makeup, the
looks,
aesthetics, the
I was like,
even just the grain on the camera angle is just never been done before.
Every single
Like,
shot is so beautiful.
the
impeccable.
inspiration is probably crazy when you go watch the show. So
100%.
that's the only reason why I think I'd watch a couple
Yeah.
scenes. Nah, honestly, yeah. Euphoria definitely has makes me appreciate the art a lot more, which is very suiting for our topic, eh?
That was good. Good transition.
So fucking kill me. Okay, so what we really wanted to talk about on this episode today was really like what music does for our society and everything. So of course I wanted to invite some of our local artists here in Toronto.
Ow.
You know, them doing their thing, and I wanted to get their input on how they feel about music making this type of input on society. But yeah, first I wanted to start asking even you, because I don't make music. Y'all make music, but like how does your what is your relationship with music really?
Okay, I'll start. Well, I don't like produce any songs that I write. I'm a writer and I'm a singer and I'm also a DJ. My relationship with music, I can't even explain it in one sentence. I can't even explain it in one word. I just need it. I just
feel that.
need it. Like,
feel that.
I'm starting to make a checklist every day. I have to listen to at least one song in the morning because if I don't, bad day.
Do you only listen to one song?
No,
I
at
have a
least,
whole-
babes.
Oh,
At least, babes.
I'm crying.
I was
At
like,
least
I'd be playing
babes.
albums when I wake up.
No,
bro.
there be times
Yeah.
when I don't play music and when I wake up and I just feel
depressed.
off.
Yeah.
The vibes off, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I just feel off. I need it when I'm cooking. I need it when I'm going through something. I need it.
Yeah.
My relationship with music, I just need it.
Yeah.
100%.
And I
I
feel
just
that.
need it.
but it's less of a listening. Like I need it, but I need to make it. Like that's how I feel. So like I was saying, like I don't really listen to new music. I will listen to it sometimes, but not really. Like I listen to like certain things to get me in certain moods, like certain artists, that type of thing.
Yeah.
But outside of that, like I feel the desire to like go to the studio. Like I want to go write a song. Like I want to go record. Like that's what I want to do.
How long were you making music for?
How long?
Yeah.
Probably like just over like 4 years, or just about 4 years.
Well, no, that's actually some time though.
Yeah. So I started when I was in high school. Like I dropped my first song in like grade 10, I think.
Oh shit. Okay.
And then I've just been making music since then. I was doing poetry before that, so I started out doing like spoken word, and then
Oh, I love spoken
and then
word.
I was like, let me try to rap, and it was fun. I'm still doing it. So
spoken word is like rap, but just a different
well,
type of flow. Really, it's just more of a softer flow than without the beat, to be honest.
Exactly. And doing spoken word allowed me to rap a lot easier and a lot better.
Yeah,
so,
I can imagine. I know.
For me, when it comes to music, like my inspiration comes from music because I don't talk about like certain things to people, and especially like I'm a Virgo, if that matters to anybody.
Yes.
So how I work is you have to ask me something for me to tell you, otherwise I'm not gonna bring it up. So when it comes to my music is my way to kind of like unfilter myself.
Yeah.
And kind of speak about things that like I wouldn't talk about to anybody. I talk about it in my music and naturally.
Yeah.
And like the person that I am when I make music is completely. It is a part of me, but it's completely separate from who I feel like I am on a day-to-day basis. I feel a lot more powerful when I'm making music.
Really?
Yeah, I don't feel like I feel like my music self is like an entity in himself. Like LeeTheSamurai is an embodiment of like a character in a sense. That's why I made my comic book and so on and so forth. But like when it comes to myself, it's like I'm kind of like just giving the world Leon J's
Like music,
message.
yeah.
I just want everybody to feel
Where do you feel like your most truest self though? Like, is that just an alter ego? Is that actually part of like who you are?
I feel like my most truest self would depend like when I'm doing what I am doing. Like I don't know if that makes sense.
Like it changes and it varies.
Because I do a lot of different artistic things, right? So like to say that I'm fully 100% devoted to music would be 100% a lie. Like I can't be. But when I'm making music, I'm completely 100% devoted to my music. Do you get what I'm saying? Because that's where my heart needs to be. That's where my like energy needs to be, and that's where I'm focused. Certain things can like bring inspiration. Like if I hear somebody's song and like I can really feel them in their song, that really inspires me to like put myself into a song. So then all of a sudden now I'm ready to go write music again, and I'm ready to go record again. And so
that's
on
like
so forth.
the best feeling, isn't it?
You know what song does that for me? Yours, mine.
Oh my god!
I was just singing that shit on my story.
Yo, I'm like, I feel this fucking song.
Speaking of feeling the music, I like to, as a DJ, I always like to do mashups. So I always like to change the feeling of a music,
I love listening to
of
mashups
like
too.
a song. Sorry. So I did this one mashup. Do you guys know the rapper No Name?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so you know Fergalicious, Fergie's beat. All the time I come around about this going on. I put that, I slowed it down, put on a No Name instrumental.
That's
Soulful
heavy.
as fuck.
And that's
So
crazy,
good.
like, the fact that you would never think like.
I was just gonna say, like, how does that come up in your head
Yeah.
though? Like to mash those up together.
It just, I don't know. Like, how
I
does
feel like it just happened.
it just happens? Like, how do you answer what inspired you to make this song? Or what inspired you to write this? Doesn't it just come?
It's never.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
But
But it's like I always write about situations that happen to me. But sometimes like the words that I choose or the flow that I use or anything, it just comes.
Yeah.
If you do something to me, I'm gonna talk shit about you on my music.
Oh, for
You hurt my feelings, I'm gonna talk about
That's
you.
what rap is
If
for
you make me
me,
feel
like-
insecure, I'm gonna make you talk about you. If you make me do anything, I'm gonna
Literally.
talk about you on my music. So
Yep.
I love that.
That's how I
Yeah.
feel too. Because
Yeah.
like, why not? Pop your shit, talk your shit. That's
Talk
what I do.
your shit
That's
all
what
the
music's
time.
for.
I know this is like words acceptable, right? Talk your shit on your music. I
It's
mean,
your music.
yeah, literally, like if that's your art, that's your art. You know what I'm saying? But like even besides like music, I feel that heavy on like on just being a creative. Any person just being on a creative sense, to be honest, like trying to find your identity, like with what you were saying and everything. Like for myself, like. I never know what to call myself. Like some people are always like, "Are you a photographer? Are you a videographer? Like, are you a makeup artist?" I'm like, "Yeah, I guess." Like, but then it's just kind of like when I am doing it, I'm very much in it. So I do feel that, and I think that's just like a creative thing.
So touching on that, do you, because I find this is a struggle with myself, do you find that because you do so many things, it distracts your audience from knowing what to focus on?
See, I literally was having that conversation because I was like, I asked my friend who isn't much of a creative, like she does her thing, and I was like, do you think I do too much, or do you think I'm not doing enough for it, like, kind of thing, like, because it's like I have my makeup page, I have my photo page, and then what I have on my stupid fucking pages, whatever. Oh yeah, and this. Oh shit, yeah. But yeah, but then and it's just like I feel like maybe I could be so much more ahead of the game if I just focused on the one. You know what I'm saying? But then I'm like, but I also like the idea of me being well-rounded, that like, because the amount of people that I've met and I've networked through each of those things, like, it kind of came clutch all together still, to be honest.
Yeah, everything connects.
Yeah.
You have a person for this, you have a person for this, you have a person.
But I think in time, I'll probably end up, like, narrowing it to whatever I end up liking doing the most, to be honest. Like, and if I had to guess, I think it'd be, like, creative directing, to be honest.
Yeah,
like,
I see that.
Like, I agree with that, because I was kind of the same way, where I felt like there's a lot of things that I like to do that I like to focus on. I like to rap, I like to write, I like to dance, I like to act, I like to do so many different things.
Yeah.
So I find like the best way that I've kind of done it is kind of narrowing it down to one, but then finding ways that you can include all of them every now and then. It's like my focus is rap or music right now, but then in a music video I will have dancing, or I will have acting, or I will like put things in it to showcase that there's all those different kinds of like facets of my persona. And I think it helps, because if you're trying to create like a clear and concise brand, like ultimately you do kind of have to
pick the one or two,
one or two, because it's hard to put your energy into like 3 or 4 different mediums or different channels. Like it's not easy. So I would say like.
But how many times do we ever see like artists, like they're trying to make it out there, and then people who are scouting, it's like, oh yeah, like they sound great, but they also can dance, and they also can play like piano. They also, so I feel like it does add to your value, to be honest, being well-rounded, but it's just a struggle just trying to maintain it all, to be honest, because then I feel very like overwhelmed and everything at times, and sometimes I don't even know. I start to have issues with my identity, to be honest.
Yeah, I think that's what people struggle with the most.
Yeah, and it's just like, who the fuck am I? Like, what do you do? I'm like, I don't know.
Because
when,
like, you know what I mean? When it comes to someone's asking, oh, what do you do? Or what are you? Like, what
I
do
can't
you do for a
that's
living?
just like a caveat that comes with being like a struggling artist. Like,
during
the whole entire build up of your career, there's no confirmation to say that you are talented, you are worthy, you are going to make it. You know what I'm saying? You have to just believe in yourself.
That's true, because especially when you're like in the beginning stages of it, it's just something I'm always like, when is it okay for me to call myself a photographer? When is it okay for me to call myself like a real videographer or whatever?
Really?
Yeah, I don't like. I'm never. Maybe it's just a me thing, but like I'm never like confident. I never go out there and say, yeah, I am a makeup artist. Yeah, I am.
That's me with the DJ.
Yeah.
Really?
I would rather say I tattoo than say I'm a tattoo artist.
But I think it's a lack. I always say I do makeup. I never say I'm a makeup artist.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I don't know what necessarily validates me to be one. I don't have any real certificates. Like a lot of the stuff was self-taught, so it's just like what's gonna verify that for me? And I think it's gonna be experience. But like, I don't know. You don't feel the same way?
I do. Well, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. I agree.
I guess, like, I kind of don't. I don't know. Because I just do. I don't know. I guess I just do what I want, and if I'm good at it, then that's what I am. Like, that's
you know you're good at it, though.
But I will say you're kind of like exceptional in terms of like you're very good at having an idea and perfectly executing that idea the first time.
I mean, I try. It's hard. Like, but I just feel like, I guess it's what you're saying. Like, you just have to have that like confidence in yourself. Like,
confidence plays a huge role.
You just have to know that. Like, this is it. Like, this is what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like, stand in it all the way. And then once you, like, really do stand in, like, what you're doing, and you, like, believe in it, and you are, like, 100% in it, like, the opportunities literally come to you, and, like...
That's very true.
The world, like, works to you.
Facts.
Yeah.
No big facts.
That's how
I'm not from the city. Like, I've been here, like, 2 years, like, coming back to the city. I've been here for 2 years during the pandemic. And then before that, was during school, and I was only here for a year and a half or so. So like the amount of connections that I've built just from putting myself out there, the amount of that I have, and like it does, like the universe pushes. Once you do your part, the universe pulls.
That's very much like manifesting and stuff. I'm very much a big believer on like manifesting that type of energy. But I think it's because like what's really scary about being a creative and stuff as well too is that unlike a 9 to 5 or unlike someone who goes to school and whatever, you don't know what's going to come next. You know what I mean? There's no guarantee that you're going to be successful off this. And I think that's like a scary thing, especially here in Toronto when shit are fucking expensive and you need that fucking money to flow. You know what I'm saying? Have you guys ever like came to a point where you doubted yourself and then reconsidered what you guys were doing?
All the time.
All the time.
Literally last night.
I have a quarter life crisis every 5 minutes.
I'm saying this right now, like you have to be confident, but then it does like you again, like you're saying, like there's the aspect of being real. Like Toronto's an expensive city. Like, I like all the time I think about if I wasn't doing music,
what would you be doing?
Not just what would I be doing, but I with working and like having a job, like I would have a lot more freedom and liberty. Like I put a lot of my money going to the studio. I put a lot of money going to do music videos. That's money I could be saving to go
put
shopping,
clothes on your body and look good on Instagram.
Go do shit that I want to do. But I'm putting it into music. So it's like that's where like I get my dilemmas where I'm like, damn, do I want to do this? But then I'm like, yeah, I do.
It makes you question, but then it's just like you really wouldn't have been putting all that money if you didn't really want to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's like sometimes it's like you've gotten way too deep into it that like you have no other choice but to continue at this point.
Self-doubt is number one enemy.
No, it is.
Self-doubt is number one
enemy. And you know what
it
is too? It's really just like people watch. Like, you watch other people more than you watch yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
You know what
I mean? I don't do that.
Anymore? Or do
no,
I
like,
don't.
At all? I don't care what people have. Like,
I don't either, but I'm very, like, intentional about what I allow, like, on my social media. So, like, during, like, so, like, this is, like, the last 2 years, like, the ending of the year or whatever, like, December, when every artist gets their Spotify Wrapped and everyone's posting, I got 50 million streams and I got this. First of all, I'm like, damn, okay, I'm not even going to go on Instagram right now because I know that's all I'm going to see. And it can be discouraging. And, like, in order to, like, prevent that, I'm just like, yeah, I'm just not going to go on Instagram right now. Like, I'll stay on Twitter. I'll stay on TikTok. Like, whatever. Like,
that's self-control.
Like, but see, that's funny to say here because, okay, when people were posting their shit, I didn't post mine either, right? But I was honestly about to because I saw one of the numbers that I saw honestly surprised me. I don't for me, I don't expect people to listen to my shit. I actually expect them not to. So when people do listen to my stuff, I'm actually surprised by it.
So same here.
Yes, you know what I'm saying? So like when I saw the number, I got so shocked by it, so I was ready to go post it, but I didn't. But it's funny to hear you say that. Because in my mind, I would have expected you to post it, knowing like what.
No, because it's not the number that I want.
It's not the numbers that you want.
So, like, 100%. It's not the numbers that I want.
I'm just
but
saying
you're popping though,
like,
you are popping still.
And that's what I'm saying. It's funny to hear him say compared to other people, he didn't want to post his.
Because in my eyes, you're up.
But like, and compared
to be honest,
exactly. But in my eyes, I'm like, why wouldn't you want to post it?
I post it.
Do it. Also, it's just like I just didn't. I did end up posting mine, but I put like a long like paragraph like about transparency. Like I was like, these aren't the numbers that I wanted, and they might not be as high as other people. And people do look at my social media and think, or look at my TikTok and think like, oh my gosh, this and this and this. I'm like, and you see these numbers, and like some people like you would think like that doesn't add up or that doesn't go together. So I put that in the caption. I was like, like transparency, like this is it, like But as artists, like it's about accepting these moments, whatever the case may be. So to hear you guys say that's interesting.
No, you're very humble about that, though. To be honest,
yeah.
I
think it's because he's like been snuffed out a couple times. Like you've had to restart and rebuild. That and just being like an artist. Like it's not good to compare yourself. So I don't compare myself to other artists like skill wise because. I don't know if this can sound however it wants to sound. Know that
but like,
you're talented.
I just know that I'm me. Like, you could be a better whatever than me, but you're not
me.
You're not me. Like I do what I do. I rap. I write. I produce. I can act, I can
You
direct,
know what
I
you
can
could
do
bring
so
to the
many
table. Yeah.
different things that a lot of people can't do, and my energy and my style and my everything is unmatched, like
100%.
realistically.
That's
And I feel like everyone should feel that about themselves. That's the thing though. So I have no problem being like, I'm the best, like at what I do. But then you should be able to say that too, like, and you do.
Because what's it called? Because when I didn't, when it came to my rapping, I felt very insecure as a rapper because I knew like why I started rapping was because I went to the studio one day when I was a singer. I went to the studio and somebody asked me, what do you do? And I said, I was about to answer him. And then the person I went to the studio with said, he's a singer.
Sure.
Oh.
And then the way he said it so fast, we feel like, what are you trying to say? I can't rap? Like, what are you trying to say? So then all of a sudden I had like this gung-ho, I have to be a rapper now. So like all of a sudden I switched it. I'm a rapper. I rap only. Like, don't call me a singer. I don't want to be called a singer. So it's like for a long time, I realized my music doesn't sound like it does. It sounds like I'm chasing a sound. It doesn't sound like I sound like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like there was some times where I could make music where it was like really me, like the Flossy Boy remix, and that one got the most plays I've ever gotten. But like that was a one take. I just recorded it because I wanted to, and I was like, it went up. Everything else I tried way harder on. I'll sit there and write raps for days, and it doesn't go anywhere. But it's like when it comes to singing, when I write a song, I sit there and write a song. I write what I feel, what I want to hear, what like there's nothing else that I don't care about. Any outside anything, there's no approval or opinion I need. I don't care.
So what are your purposes for writing music? Like for to be making
it's
music?
for me. Like it's literally my singing music now is just for me. Like I do me even consciously making the decision to start singing again was for me. It was like I don't care what people want, what people say, what people are expecting of me. I'm gonna do exactly what I want to hear, and then whatever comes from it comes from it. If nothing comes from it, I was happy making the music I made.
Do you feel similar?
Yes, like I make music for me. Like I don't make it for anybody else. I make it like based on my mood, my energy, what I'm feeling. But at the same time, I guess I am kind of like I'm chasing not fame, but like I do want to be inspired. Yeah, I guess. But I do want to be inspired. Like that's one of my goals is to inspire people actually.
Facts.
So that's why my music is intentional in that way where like I want to represent people, especially being in Toronto and being like the type of music that I make. I want to represent like, you know, like the little black boys who don't want to go and make music about trapping and do this and this. Like I want to represent like the little artsy boys, the people who went to theater school. Like, you know, like that's why I make my music. And I guess like I want that to translate to more people seeing it. And I just want to be like, yeah, just like me. Like,
you said something just now that like, I don't know if you guys probably can't relate to it.
What's up?
You're not black men.
Yeah, we clearly aren't.
But that said, you said something just now about like you want to appeal to the black boys that like don't necessarily fit a certain when it came to singing, I had to make a conscious decision that when I'm singing, I'm no longer gonna care about the way I come across as a black man. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In terms of like, I don't have to sound like a black man. I am a black man. I can make whatever music I make is made by a black man.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a lot.
There is a lot.
This is what I wanted to kind of get to as well too. It's like it's great that you guys make your music for yourself and whatever, but because you know that there's people that are going to be listening to it and we know that music is impactful, is that something that you guys are kind of considering in the back of your head, or should you be considering because you know it's going to be affecting people a certain way?
Well, I know that like if I make music for myself, it will affect people a certain way. If I make music that I think that people want to hear, it's going to sound like I'm making something gimmicky.
Yeah.
But like when I actually just try to speak for myself, I can make something that you can resonate with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, I 100%.
So yeah, I feel like music, I don't make music in mind of how people are going to feel or like how it's going to make people feel. I will if it's like a song that I think is like a dance song or like a dance like type of thing. Like I imagine that because that's where my brain goes, like how can people move to this, or how will this influence people's movement? Like that's something. But like in terms of like actual feeling and like emotion, I don't think that's not really something that crosses my mind too often or too much. Because then I would think about it too much. Yeah. And I think everyone is going to have their own interpretation of music, of your song, of your whatever you're making. They're going to feel about it how they want to feel about it. And like, if you think about that, you're going to go crazy. Like my mom always told me, like, you can't control what other people are thinking. Like you're going to lose your mind.
That's
like,
true.
And I think it can be the same thing. Like I can't think about, oh, is it gonna make people feel this way, feel this way? How you feel about it is how you feel about it. How I feel about it is how I feel about it because I made it.
Yeah.
So like that's it.
God, I used to check my insights on SoundCloud all the fucking time.
Literally.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I do for Spotify. Like I'll check if I have a new song that dropped. Like I check it like in moderation though. I don't know. I guess it's more of like I guess I'm trying to get more into the business aspects of my music.
Mm-hmm.
So when I drop a song, I don't check the numbers to see. The numbers don't tell me if people like it or not because again, I think my music's good enough. Somebody's gonna like it regardless. Like, but what the numbers tell me is how I'm able to market it. So I drop different kinds of songs. My songs all have different vibes. And depending on like the type of playlist that they get onto, if two songs are on the same playlist and one song is doing better than the other, then that lets me know, okay, this playlist will later be suited for that type of music or that type of rap or that type of song. And then I can move this other song to a different type of playlist. Or if I make music like this other song, like it just helps me organize it and categorize it so that my music is as successful as it can be.
But I think that's how analytics should be looked at, though, especially for a growing artist and stuff. Like, you shouldn't necessarily look at the number, but just look at the trend. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I need to do.
Yeah, really
the numbers don't reflect your work ethic or how good your work is. It just reflects like the algorithm and how your work is working with the algorithm.
Reflect who's seeing your
fuck
shit.
the fucking algorithm, bro. Like,
it's
so hard to learn sometimes. Like, even for the podcast, I'm like, I don't even know what time I should post it. It's stressing me out.
So, isn't it? It's like
I know, they
12
said Sunday at 6 a.m. Like, fuck, I gotta set an alarm and shit. Like, so if it's not the numbers and it's what is it for you guys that is gonna define that, yes, I'm successful in this for you, where you're gonna feel like you've made it, because we're telling you that we see you and you're up and you're like, huh, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is it for you guys that's gonna like, okay, no, I did my shit and now I'm good.
I feel like it's
know
how
what
you
I'm saying?
perceive yourself.
Is it?
Yeah, or something like how you giving the awards that you deserve, like self-awards, because you know that you're talented, all that stuff. You know that your music's good, and kind of like you need less of a validation that it is.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's the big thing with me is I stopped caring about that probably when I got out of high school. Made it a lot easier because when you're in high school and I was making music, it's like you make a song and I'm going to school the next day and I know that everyone has clicked it because I just know I just know.
Yeah.
But then now it's like
I don't know.
Exactly. I just know that you guys watched it or you guys listened, whatever the case may be. But now it's just like I just make it, and I know that my range is a lot further now. My range is a lot further now. More than
you will actually know. Like, if I've noticed something, like even like with this podcast, like although our followers are not as high as like the viewer count is, you know, a lot of people are watching.
Yeah, you know, people see it.
Yeah,
I see you guys.
Yeah, facts. And then, okay, like somebody said to like, don't stop waiting for your family and your friends to support you, because like remember that majority of the people that are following you are people that know you. Right?
Yeah.
So like at the end of the day, they don't owe you anything, and they know they don't owe you anything, and like. When somebody follows you because they like you, because they want to, because you inspire them, because they're gonna support you, they're gonna show you their engagement.
Yeah.
But if I follow you because I just know you, I don't have to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to remember that. Like,
and I would say like your biggest like supporters will be people that don't know you, even though the people that know you will still love you and have love for you. But people that don't like, and I've learned this too, like as like my platform is growing, whatever. Like the people that don't know you, they find you a lot more interesting, I guess.
Yes.
Like that's what it is. Like because they don't know you. Like,
they only know you as the artist that you put them
exactly.
out.
So
human nature is to be more obsessed with the idea of something than the reality of it.
Exactly. So the more that like these people are like these people that support you, your supporters, they see you, they become more like not obsessed with you, but they just start to support you even
they
more.
Actually are your fans.
Yeah.
Like like they actually are your fans. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's actually true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Noted.
I like to answer your original question. Like you were saying, when would I feel like I hit that level of success? Is when I know that the audience or the fan base that I've acquired or accumulated is enough to get the like if I want to do a project, I can do it because I have enough people under me that whoever has to say yes will approve my yeses. Whoever has to give my grants will give my grants. Whoever has to so on and so forth. I just want to be able to when I don't have to hear no is when I feel like I made it.
I like that.
I love that.
Yeah, no, we like that. So
We love that.
No, because I was gonna say the same thing. Similarly, like for say creative directors and stuff, I feel like once I have like people that are willing to pay me to like they're willing to fund me to just put out whatever the fuck is going on in my head, I think would be super dope. To be honest,
I think pretty much. I was gonna say mine's not that deep. I was just gonna say when I could support myself like financially, like completely.
Oh
like,
yeah, just doing
it.
that.
When I'm making my money, like
it's a job.
that's it.
That's what
yeah.
Because right now it's still a job. Like being a content creator, being an artist, being anything, it's still a job. But you're not making money off of it. Like like
I feel like it starts off as a lifestyle, but it turns into a job very quickly. Like
very easily. Yeah.
Obviously, you definitely have to put in the work and everything. Like, how much time do you guys like put in? For probably a lot, eh?
Too much.
That's a lifestyle. This is why we do it. Is because we live this shit. But once we get to that point, it's gonna be something that we do for work.
Don't you guys think you get a little too deep in it?
Too far, way far.
Especially like when you pair being an artist with like making content for social media, it's like it's like life consuming. Like it's
honestly,
no,
like it's not a good time. I mean, it is a good time, but it's not a good time because it's
not a good time.
Like when you say like how much time do I put into it? Like if I said. I couldn't even
like
put a number to it. It's a lot.
No,
like I have to, especially when it comes to like posting and like promoting my music. Like I have to like my schedule kind of works like every day I post at least 2 TikToks a day. I have my Instagram schedule where I want to post like every other day. So I have to make.
So you actually have that, like you actually have that in your head, or like
so
written down.
I have to make sure that I'm setting up like time not only to make that content, but then also, if need be, edit it. Then also actually posting it because then I'm busy. Like. I will go if I'm at work. I'll go to the bathroom at work and go post something from my drafts and then come back out and like. So
I do that.
It's a lot of time.
Yeah, it's all dedication too. But I mean, like, if you're really willing to put in that work, like I was just telling her yesterday, like, although you may not be getting that financial thing right away, like, but you're willing to put in so much time with it, that just kind of goes to show that you do love what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that you're doing it without even the reward, like 100%.
I get so lost into DJing. I forget to eat.
I feel like artists are like addicted to like a fantasy.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
So like as long as they can kind of push their fantasy and make it work and make it come to life, they'll continue to do their shit. But once they don't believe in their fantasy, once people like don't believe in their fantasy anymore, the fantasy dies. That's when the work stops. I don't know.
That is truly.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's healthy to chase a fantasy.
Facts.
I mean, maybe yes and no, because you can like tell anyone like your aspirations or your dreams, and they can tell you that it's a fantasy, but to you, it's like your reality.
That's your reality. Yeah.
So I guess it's
Look at Free Britney. Britney Spears has been living in her fantasy world, talking about how I'm not doing none of this shit. I'm gonna sit here in my room and dance around this place until I'm free. Now she's free. Now she's free. She gets to still dance around her living room. But
I'm fucking dead.
That one fucking Instagram post of she's like, I fucking love it.
Yeah.
That's so funny. That's hilarious. That all came from the first question. That's so funny. Okay, give me
That all came from the first question?
Yeah.
I thought you memorized the guidelines. I thought she was like, she's going off.
Wild.
That was just the first question.
Okay,
still.
let's
go. Okay, so I wanted to ask you guys, like, who are currently a few artists that you guys are listening? Don't spit at me, bitch.
Oh my god, I don't know why. Whenever she just laughs, I laugh. She just she's like, okay, damn.
Yeah, no, it feels weird trying to go back to the guy. I'm like, questions. No, yeah, actually though, like, who you guys are listening to right now?
I listen to more women than I listen to men.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
sorry.
Love that.
Since 2015. The birth of trap. No, okay, I actually like trap music. I feel like there has to be trap music because there is a balance, and it makes rap music a lot more. What's the word? There's rubies and there's just diamonds. Real rappers are diamonds, and then trap rappers to me are rubies. I feel very much so important. Very much so necessary. A rapper can't make trap music the way a trap trap rapper can make trap
So
music.
who? Give me an example of who's a.
Nicki Minaj is one of the best rappers, period, in the world.
Period.
Okay, if you disagree, you disagree.
Yeah.
But it's not my business. I don't care. but,
It's not my business.
but Nicki Minaj, at the end of the day,
She rap.
knows, and it's her trap music does not match her rap music.
But wouldn't you say like but at the end of the day, like they're still they're still rappers.
But they're two different kinds of. It's like saying a pop singer and an R&B singer do the same thing because they're both singing, but they're two different genres of music.
But trap rap and rap isn't two different genres though, because they coexist in the same kind of like
100%.
the same kind of realm and space. Like a lot of people, like if you compare it, like
think about reggae and reggaeton.
But if you compare like
like
Future to like I don't know, Wu-Tang even, like very different. You could say one or the other, but a lot of the subject matter like is the same.
But like
a lot
that's
of the
like
subject matter is it's just different styles and different adaptations based on really just geographic location.
Yes and no, because like some of them motherfuckers come from the same place and they talk they sound completely
different. It's just
But like
I do think like trap music, you're hearing the beat more than the actual lyrics, and then rap.
No, honestly, to us, but like trap niggas, like they're hearing them words, like they got them words.
I guess the lyrical content sometimes is just different.
It is, yeah,
and the style.
Because when it comes down to listening to, if we are separating rappers from trappers. Am I saying that right?
Trappers,
yeah, trappers.
Trappers is it's a different thing.
It's a little different. Like no, I'm just joking.
Girl.
Nah, because I feel like rappers, like you're really hearing their lyrics. Like I'm talking like J. Cole, like them. But then, like if I'm listening to like Future, sometimes I can't hear him still. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But I'm vibing with the beat though. But
more like the production.
Yeah.
Like I get what you're saying, and I
Yeah.
agree, but I don't agree at the same time because I'm thinking of specific like people that like Big Mally. Do you know who Big Mally is?
No.
She's newer, so I wouldn't be surprised if you don't. But like Big Mally, she's a trap rapper and she's a drill rapper too, and like
okay.
every word that she speaks, you hear it like, and that's the point. Like there is no spaces in her bars because she wants you to hear every bar and she wants to fill up the whole beat with bars. You know what I'm saying? But the whole time it's gonna be heavy and it's gonna be hard. It's gonna sound like it's gonna sound like this. But like you can't say that she can't rap. Do you get what I'm saying? So I get what you're saying when you say like. When you say it's the same genre of music or it comes from it encompasses the exact same thing or they'll be talking about the same kind of things.
Because when you look at rap and hip hop, it's like the umbrella, and then there's different subgenres and subcultures that happen underneath. It's the same thing with rock though. Like 100%. It's the same. It's just I would say there's still rappers, just different types of rappers.
And that's what I'm saying. Like that's why trap rap and rap is different things. Like diamonds and rubies are not equally valuable, but I just don't know what was a gem that was equally valuable. You want that, right?
Yeah.
So they're both necessary, but they're just two different types of something important. Do you know what I'm saying? Like trap rappers, they speak to a whole, and like I feel like when it comes to Western civilization, talking about trap rap, it's kind of like that whole thing embeds itself in systematic oppression and racism. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't relate to it the way that they can relate to it. So for us, it seems like they're just talking foolishness and and so on and so forth. But like that is a whole entire culture and a movement, and like people really, really resonate and relate to that. Some people, the way that we listen to R&B when we're sad, can listen to a harder trap song.
And they feel
and then that's what makes them rap, and that's what makes them rappers.
Like,
because that's the whole point of rap. Rap is to tell rhythm and poetry, to tell the stories of the marginalized people, especially Black people in different areas and different communities. So I think that's what still makes them. I just think it's that, just different subgenres, different subcultures.
So we came around to say the same thing, basically.
We all kind of agree, I guess. But who was the rapper that you were trying to talk about?
Oh, Big Mally? Yeah.
No, I'm talking about like who you're listening to right now.
Oh, what's it called? Big Mally was one of them.
Big Mally.
But then, like, what's it called? I listen to a lot of like Willow Smith right now. I like.
I love her, dude.
I like Jungle Pussy is one of the artists I was telling you guys.
Trader Joe's.
Artists I'm listening to. I don't know. I listen to a lot of myself.
Oh yeah,
I love that.
But that's because a lot of just like my unreleased. But then if I go on Spotify, it's a lot of Nicki. It's a lot of Summer Walker sometimes.
Ooh, I like that too. I like that
she
too.
crazy, but I love her.
I love
She's crazy, but I love her.
Doja Cat. I love Doja
Oh,
Cat.
Doja, she's bad as fuck. Yeah.
I love
Oh my
Doja.
God, I love her.
Azealia Banks.
Oh,
Azealia,
I love
Izzy.
Azealia Banks.
Say what you want to say about my sister, but that's Azealia Banks.
Yeah,
The thing
no,
is, she's
I
just
totally
aggressive, but
agree.
she's always right.
She's
Yeah.
not always right. Sometimes she's a little wrong, and that's okay. We can be wrong
I
sometimes.
feel like for the most part, she's like kind
She just talks her shit.
She's just saying it really, 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 really politically
Yeah.
I
incorrect.
think I think it's okay to critique what she says sometimes, but she does make a lot of good points. That
Yeah.
are very,
It's just her approach
her
to
approach
things
to
are just a
delivery
little
sometimes.
aggressive.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
can
Very
make music
New
though.
York,
Yeah,
but,
her
like,
music is amazing. So that's what
Too.
like neither here nor there, no matter what. Like she makes a lot of great music. So I listen to a lot of her.
Who are you listening to right now?
Dude, what's in my rotation right now? I'm feeling a lot of the neo soul lately.
Neo
Do you guys know
soul.
Joyce Rice?
Love.
I think you guys would love her.
You
She's
guys
bringing
would-
back that 2000 vibe. Like she does choreography in her music
Okay.
videos. Like her visuals are so
She's
good.
cute as fuck. No,
Send me
I
that.
love her.
and I don't know what type of 90s artist I can.
No, I can't. I can't compare
can't.
her. But like she really gives that same vibe, to
Like
be
she-
honest.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
she-
brought back the same vibe, but with her. And there's no one that
Okay.
compares
Yeah.
to her, to be honest.
So it's a lot of neo soul. I've been listening to a lot of Ari Lennox lately.
Ari Lennox is like
She makes me feel
impeccable.
sexy.
She's Ari Lennox is actually too underrated. Like she's
Yeah.
actually a force to be
She
reckoned
she
with.
can
Like,
sing, bro.
Yeah.
She
Like,
could actually
insane.
sing.
Yeah, so
I listen to a lot of
neo
her
soul.
too. I like her music
I
too.
love her. I've been listening to a lot of like indie rock lately.
Nice.
You guys know like Rex Orange County.
Yeah.
I've
I
heard of him.
love-
one
I
song
love-
heard
I used to
of
listen to
what
him a
it
lot in
sounds
high
like.
school.
And what else? I listen to a lot of No Name. It's just like a bunch.
A
And then
bunch of
Pink Panthers.
Oh yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I haven't listened to her shit yet, but she keeps on popping up on my YouTube
I
recommended
think you
and stuff.
love her.
Yeah. Okay. Good
Yeah.
to know.
Yeah, and that's
Pink
all-
Sweats too. I've heard a lot about him.
Pink
but I
Sweats is good
Oh,
too.
I haven't heard any of
He
his
hits the
music
high
yet, but,
notes.
like-
You've definitely have to heard a couple of his songs. His songs gone viral like multiple.
Oh, then if it's on TikTok, then I probably heard it. But like,
Who am I listening to? To be honest, I'm kind of on a Spanish flow right now.
okay.
So I've been listening to a lot of like reggaeton and a lot of like Spanish music and everything. But usually on the regs, yeah, Summer Walker's my bitch. Like I love her.
Yeah,
like,
no, she is. Huh?
I'll be so happy and I'll listen to her and I'm like I have something to cry about all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying?
Over It took a toll on all of us.
Yeah.
do you like Over It or Still Over It more?
Over It's better, but
Over It.
I like
I-
Still Over It more.
Oh really?
Yeah, because it
I
gave me more
only- I
verbal
only
energy.
listened to it,
Like
like,
Still
once.
Over It, I liked it, but it was like really simpy to me.
yeah.
Wait, Still Over It or Over It?
Still Over It is the new one that just dropped.
Yeah.
And then
Over It was like
in
really, really
2019.
simpy to me. Like Still Over
Uh,
It's really like I was a simp.
Yeah.
I'm not a simp no more. Yeah,
But,
I
like,
that.
I don't know. I think when Over It came out, I was just kind of going through it at the time. So like
It came out at the
was
right
like-
time, just know.
Yeah,
It
it
Yeah.
dropped at the perfect time. So I was just crying. I listened to that album so many fucking
Yeah.
times. But no, I love Still Over It too at the same time too. Like I liked who she got onto the album. Like when Ari Lennox came on, I was like, yes. I was hyped. But who else am I listening to? I want to say, I don't know, because I don't listen to a lot of like new music either. I very much stick to like the 2000s type music or like 90s music, to be honest. Like I'm very much stuck in that like era of music.
And you
I'm
should.
like-
It's a great era.
I appreciate that music still. I
Mhm.
love it. I love it to death. I'm not
Like,
stuck anymore though.
You
I don't
should
really
make
listen to it
like
anymore.
fucking Neo comes on or yeah.
There's just certain songs that like I just don't skip. Like when they
Yeah.
come on, like shuffle.
I'll
like,
skip them now. I don't know what happened to me.
Really?
Yeah, I don't
It
know what happened.
depends.
If Cater to You comes on,
I will
Ooh.
not skip. I will not skip.
no,
Never.
Ooh, I will stop body rolling.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like it just brings
Pulling
you
my
back.
Hips don't lie. Yeah, it was like
So
I'm fucking
Shakira,
crying. Shakira.
start whining. Bye.
I'm fucking crying.
It was super off topic, but like you're fucking. I don't know. I said whining, and then I thought about the Jesus thing that we were talking about.
Oh my god, that's so bad. Are you guys so religious?
No, I'm
No,
not.
I'm watching Jocelyn's Cabaret and there's a stripper porn star girl on that.
Who?
It's, like, super religious.
Justin what?
Jocelyn's Cabaret.
Jocelyn's Cabaret. It's
Oh.
It's a crazy show.
Yeah, no, we're not religious.
No,
but we're Catholic though, so I feel like we're allowed to say this. So that does anything. No.
And people will be offended. Like Catholic people will be offended. But real quick, so have you guys ever been to church?
Yeah.
Like you've been to. Okay.
I'm black.
Okay, so you know when the priest turns it to wine?
Yeah. Wait, that's not how it goes.
Oh no! Wait! The red,
He doesn't turn it.
Yeah, what? Like
Jesus did that.
Wait,
He just gives you the Holy
What's
Ghost.
the joke?
No,
Wait, what? How does it go?
No.
Turns
Jesus.
it. Oh, when Jesus turns it into wine, and you know how the priest like holds the red wine, right?
Yeah.
He says wine in church, and me and Daddy were like, "What if people just started whining?"
they just turned on some dance hall and everyone just started going off in the church.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god, it's such a bad joke.
No,
I am so sorry.
I don't know.
We should put a disclaimer.
That's not that bad. I thought it was gonna be worse. I thought
Yeah,
it was
no. We're just joking with the word wine. They misinterpret like reading wine.
They just misinterpret it. Or there's like a typo in the fucking script. And it's like WHINE.
And the priest is up there. He raises the cup.
He's like, gotta do my duty. It's like something like that. Oh my
I am
god.
crying.
No, I'm actually fucking crying. That was so bad. I was dying when we first said that yesterday.
I'm pretty sure we're the only ones that were laughing.
Yeah, fuck.
Also, Rico Nasty is really good.
Yeah,
I always
There was a point in time during the summer when I was only listening to like Rico and Flo Milli.
I love Flo.
I
That-
love Flowy too.
Yeah.
Girl, everyone was. I was on that.
Yeah.
Was it last summer?
Yeah.
Was everyone just listening to
I
Rico
had like a
and
whole
last
playlist
summer?
and it was called Bad Bitty Beats. And like
I've been listening to Rico for like a minute now. Like
Yeah.
he's been rapping for like a minute since like Sugar Trap. I think that's what it was called.
Oh.
Every line to Poppins to this day.
Yeah, I love Poppins. Yeah.
And like going back on being truly yourself, like as an artist, she was always herself and
Very
taken. How
much,
she had
yeah.
so much hate.
But that
She
whole
had
little
so
circle,
much
her
hate.
Asian doll and Bali Baby.
Bally Baby. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bali Baby needs to get more ratings because Bali
She
Baby
does.
is what's it called? She's a super duper entrepreneur. Like she has her own label. She has like people signed under her. She has like that girl makes money. Like she's like nobody knows about it, but I don't know. But what's it called? Her and Rico Nasty and Asian Doll were all like rapping, and Cuban were all rapping
Yeah.
at the same
Same
time.
time,
Friends.
yeah.
If you guys like that type of music though, you gotta listen to her Rage Mix. I'm not even joking. I will always plug
Thank
it
you
in.
so
Okay,
much.
So I
Yeah.
listen to it then.
Yeah, you'd like it. If you like,
No.
you guys like Rico,
Okay.
I love Rico.
and if you like
Yeah.
Euphoria, you'll.
No, like
Thank
I
you.
listen to it.
Yeah, listen to it. I'm gonna have that mentality. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Like, what the
I
fuck?
like
It's
that.
good. It's good.
No, I listen to it at the gym like all the time. It just kind of gets me all hyped
Fire.
up and stuff. I'm like, yeah,
That's a
you're
good
fucking
song.
right. Like,
That's right.
Start like, what you looking at?
yeah.
fucking crying. Did you fucking imagine? Could you
At the
imagine?
gym, like I'm fucking hyped up in the head.
Yeah, and just imagine like no one else is hearing the music. She's
Yeah,
wearing
right.
headphones, so she's like going back to how music makes you feel.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Literally. Yeah, so clearly it does play an effect on how you are.
Fact.
One thing I did wanted to touch on too was, do you think that the rap culture right now plays an effect on like, or not even just rap culture, just like music in general of today? Do they play an effect on people's relationships?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
It shouldn't.
What do you mean
It really
shouldn't?
shouldn't, but
Everybody's a city
shouldn't.
girl. Everybody's
That's what
what
I
do you
was
mean?
saying.
City girls took a toll on all of us. Megan Thee Stallion took a toll on all of us.
The second the mans did something to you, be like, hey, we're going downtown, we're in the club,
Like-
we're gonna act up.
Material
What do you
girl.
mean?
Yeah.
But I don't think it actually affects like people's relationships. Like I don't think people like go and listen to City Girls and like
I really feel like people. I feel like people get
Sorry,
in fights with their
Lee.
boyfriends and scream
Real hard girl shit.
and run out the house.
I'm sorry,
Possibly.
Lee's face when he was just like,
possibly, because I mean, yeah, I just feel like it shouldn't like.
It shouldn't.
It really
shouldn't.
shouldn't.
It kind of
It
does,
really
though,
shouldn't.
to be honest.
These motherfuckers will cheat on you and play a song and
Yeah.
like, into the song. I'm sorry, but they'll be very happy.
It's true, yeah.
That like
They'll drive home the entire time, listen to a "fuck you" song, and they'll be like, "Yeah, I did that."
I dare you to play "Act Up" right when you cheat on your girl.
No,
Oh, come on.
Like, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's happened.
Or like he does some shit, and then I play Summer Rocker. Just might be a hoe.
Oh,
like, you know what I'm saying?
that took a
Like,
toll on me as well.
Does it relate to what you already want to do? Like
that's like
Like,
good.
Wait,
you
can you expand on
already
that?
want to go out and act up. You already want to go out and do this. So then,
So are you saying like it's already rooted in you, and the music's just gonna pull it out of you, kind of thing?
the music is just how you feel in that
Like
moment
he said, like you
about
felt
it.
mad, so you put on mad music.
Yeah, you know,
Like-
you don't listen.
I'm mad.
You don't listen to Just Might Be a Home and be like, you know what, I'm gonna go cheat. You already felt like cheating, and then you listen to Just Might Be a Home, and you're like, yeah, this is how I feel.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Summer said it's okay, so I'll go.
Yeah. Like I don't listen. Like I'm not gonna listen to a song about beating somebody up and be like, you know, I'm gonna go beat people up. But if I'm about to get into a fight and I'm like, if I was gonna get into a fight and someone's trying me and I put on beat a bitch up music, it's like, hey, you know what? That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Cue the music, babes.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's how you feel. Yeah.
No, okay, you know what, I'll give you that. I very much will give you that. I just feel like
Oh my God.
sometimes, like, for people who, like, kind of feel a little bit lost and stuff, they do tend to go towards music to find a sense of direction, just to see, like, what really does resonate with them and what do they feel. And depending on what that artist is saying,
It might hit home.
yeah.
Some people are easily influenced that way.
Or, like, even just, like, looking up to, like, your favorite artist, like, you're gonna want to start getting into the things that they're doing, what they're saying, and whatever, too. So I just also do feel that, like,
Especially
Yeah.
kids.
yes.
Parents need to
But like
listen
take
to
this
parents.
in, like as kids, like for us, like we had like shows to like watch all the time. I feel like TV's kind of dead now for kids, to be honest.
Well, like back in the day, like our TV shows like they had to teach you some moral lesson by the end
like
of the episode.
it was
and,
Blue's
like,
Clues, it was
yeah,
Dora, like
it
you were
was-
learning Spanish or like good
Kids
morals.
still
Just
have
think about,
that,
like,
though.
no, but
it's
even
just
think
not
about-
on TV. Like you just don't change the channel, but it's on Netflix, it's on YouTube. Like it's just different. The medium is different.
Yeah.
I think so too, but also I do feel like it's getting mixed in with stuff like I feel like a lot of kids, what are they called? People who you look up to, like role models.
Role models.
Yeah. Kids role models are people like Doja Cat, are people like Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande is a big one too,
Yeah.
but
Oh,
she's coming out with
yeah.
music like 34 plus 35.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that in itself does play an effect even on like kids today and
But
everything too.
I strongly believe that knowing that you're giving your child a device where the world's at their fingertips, you have to be the parent. Like,
Yeah.
it's your job to parent your own kid.
Yeah.
But also too, I don't think that's new though. Like that's always been happening. Like Beyond Destiny's Child was on Sesame Street. And then,
you're right.
then they had an episode on Sesame Street, but then you go and you can you buy a Destiny's Child album and you're going to hear Cater to You.
Yeah.
And you're going to hear this and you're going to hear I Need a Soldier. You got to carry big things if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But they were just
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Sesame Street. So
That's
it's like,
true.
it's always
That's true.
been there. It's just like, I guess, yeah, it is more accessible now.
Yeah.
But,
No, I'm
feel-
not. I don't like. I'm not saying it's like. I'm just saying it's more accessible because you can have.
oh
it
yeah,
at
it's more
fingertips, but, like, it was
accessible
always
because
there.
it's on
But like never
social media
I
and
don't
the
think
internet
now or then or ever should we as creatives have to be worried about what people's kids are gonna like. That's their job. Like I don't have
Right.
kids even right now to worry about. Why would I have to start? Like,
Yeah,
and
like-
that's a lot of kids to worry about.
Yeah,
It's a lot of kids.
Fuck. You don't even know them. Yeah.
I don't even know your
3, 4,
kids.
5 parents now. Like, holy,
literally, like I
Drake's
have
my
like,
dad. Like,
I have like kids that follow me on like social media. I'm
No
like,
way.
don't
Oh,
follow
do you
me,
actually?
please." I'm
Yeah. Like, how young are you talking? Like 10-year-olds? Like,
Mhm.
really?
no way.
Yeah, on TikTok.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. 'Cause
But
TikTok
it's
is
like,
very-
"Ooh, don't follow me. Like, I'm not a good role model. Like, I'm gonna go tell
I
you.
swear
to-
there's
like,
like
does
an
that make you-
option on like TikTok where it's like, oh, this isn't for kids. Like, is there or no?
No, not
I don't
really,
know.
Not to my knowledge. What are you gonna say?
is there a way that like do you find yourself censoring your content because of the kids that are following you? Or
No.
do you-
No. Fuck them kids.
Dead.
You should be able to see anything and be able to like.
Discern if that's okay.
Exactly.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, so speaking of like censoring and whatever, I wanted to talk about some lyrics that I pulled up from 2 different songs, and like I'm gonna just say them, and like you just tell me. You guys know the songs, I'm sure.
Okay.
Okay. No, 100%. You guys know the song. So this one, this sounds weird.
She
just
goes,
reading
pull
it.
up in that monster.
No. But it's not even like too controversial, but I'm just kind of like, what the fuck, you know? So, she's not a lesbian for P.
Oh my gosh.
She turned lesbian. Pushing P. Pushing.
I still am not too sure what that exactly
What does that mean? Okay, let me continue a little bit. Off capital P, I rock these presidents. Count presidents. Pushing P. Portuguese on her knees, my banana P. She let me squeeze and she leave because she keep it P. Private suite, private seat, bitch, I'm pushing P. Purple pink, pussy pink, bitch, I'm pushing P.
Tongue twister. Well, when you think about, okay, so pushing P means you're player, like you're player, like pushing player, like you're a player, okay?
But I don't understand.
Because I thought pushing P, like when I first heard it, I'm like, pushing P is like you're pushing pounds, no? Like you're.
It could be either or. It's a double entendre.
Like,
so
it's a multiple entendre.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like it has
just different way, a bunch of different ways.
Yeah.
The first line still confuses me, but the rest
Lesbian?
of it, yeah,
that makes sense.
You know, fuck no
What does
lesbian.
that
Have you
mean?
seen
He
that
says for
TikTok?
penis in the first line. Lesbian, she's a penis lesbian.
She's
not
just
clever,
a lesbian for
It's
penis.
not that clever.
But
It's just
lesbian for
doesn't make any
penis?
sense.
yeah.
Yeah, I was sitting on this line being like, wait, what does this mean? She's not a lesbian for P.
She turned
She
lesbian.
turned lesbian.
Yeah, she's a lesbian for dick now.
But make it make sense because
Yeah,
I
like-
still don't get it.
Lesbian.
That's the thing. You're looking for too much and too little.
The rest of the thing was like had some bars in there, like that was nice, but
So
that
that was
first line
nice.
is like
Yeah, no, it had me thinking, and I was like, what does that mean?
What was the second line again? I totally forgot it.
Off capital P, I rock these presidents, count presidents. I still don't know what that
I
refers
don't-
Off capital P, I rock these
off
presidents.
capital P perks. What does he say? I rock
I
these
rock
presidents.
these presidents, count
Presidents
presidents.
watch,
Yeah.
count presidents.
Yeah.
Money.
Ah.
So off of perks,
We got
rocks his
genius.
presidential watch.
Yeah.
Could be presidential anything, and then count presidents.
Okay.
And then Portuguese on her knees, my banana P. Obviously, I think that's self-explanatory.
Yeah.
She likes
She let me squeeze,
groups.
then she leave because she keep it P.
So he's saying like she's like
She's
on
like
the topic that he's
a hot
in,
girl.
She's a player too.
Private suite, private seat, bitch. I'm pushing P. Purple pink, pussy pink, bitch. That was hard.
That's the private suite. What is it? What is it?
private suite, private seat, bitch. I'm pushing P.
That's
First
like,
class.
That's like triple entendre because he could be talking about a jet. He could be talking about
Like a
presidential
hotel.
suite, hotel
Yeah.
room.
True.
He could be talking about a car.
And then purple pink, pussy pink, bitch. I'm pushing P. So lean and
Yeah.
bitches. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So there's some bars in there. Like when you break it down, like
It's fire. It was
yeah,
actually good.
But when you're listening to it, like I don't listen to a lot of Gunna. I have not listened to his album. But because the
Yeah.
sound doesn't resonate with me, but when you break it down lyrically, like that's actually
That's
like
kinda-
bars.
That's what I was
Yeah.
talking about earlier with trap and rap. Like like
It just doesn't resonate
actually
with
gotta-
me,
With
like the
certain people.
sound all the time. Like sometimes, well, maybe I'll go listen to this when I leave. But
Yeah. But I feel like for you to get it too, like you actually had to like
know that culture and
understand-
that like
Yeah.
Like if you really don't live that life or like you're familiar with it or whatever, you're not gonna like get it.
Which is why it's easier to chalk it up to noise because like
Yeah.
you don't get it.
Yeah. Okay, and then the other one here, he's so toxic, but I love him.
Wait. Oh, okay. Go.
I feel like I know what she's gonna say.
Let's see. Wanna fuck the world? I'm a walking erection.
I do love him.
I can't remember what song.
I do
Spend
love
without
him.
a thought, we do it reckless.
I
Your
love him.
caught us texting. You said, baby, don't be mad. You know how Brent is.
Oh.
Don't open your mouth. You ain't speaking good to me. I am built like him. You fucking with the G. Just cause I fuck you, that don't mean I trust you. I don't. You got some high hopes. High hopes, baby. Fuck me crazy and I'll tell you about me. That's energy.
That's actually
Yeah.
really
That's
good. That's
energy.
actually
That's
really good.
so
Yeah.
heavy.
That was so good. Like you can't even lie. Like it's
Yeah.
toxic, but that was so
Yeah,
good.
no,
That was
he
great.
laid it.
But that's
out.
really. But it's a good storytelling. But it's sometimes just how you feel. Like,
Yeah.
No,
like
it
you guys have
is.
never been the toxic one in a situation.
I
You're a
think I've
liar.
been-
Should we even let her finish?
I know. You didn't have to. Shouldn't say yes.
No, I think I've been the clown more times.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You've never been the toxic one. Never. Like
Have I? Have I?
You have to have
I
toxic
had
tendencies. Everybody
to,
has
to
toxic
be
tendencies.
honest.
Yeah, I've made some toxic decisions.
Like toxic to them or toxic to me?
No, to them. Like you're the toxic.
Yeah,
one.
like even those way you react to, like that can be toxic. Like
I've done some toxic things, to be honest.
Yeah, like haven't we all? So
I know.
don't blame him.
Exactly.
No, I
Yeah.
fuck with Brent, but it's just like, can you like? I feel like people will listen to that and be like, "Yo, if he can do it, I can do it," kind of type thing. Like,
I feel like when it comes to, because he's making songs for guys, so. Well, he's making songs for women too, but he's making songs for like
yeah,
to relate
he's
to,
very like
from a guy's
fuck boy
perspective.
aesthetic.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
Yeah.
I feel like most men will already relate to that.
Oh shit.
You have to understand, especially with black men, we have a lot of trust issues because of like things like slavery and a lot of things.
Yeah.
But like it's embedded in a lot of like trauma. So like trusting in relationships is hard for black men. So like a lot of black men will really relate to that.
Yeah. It's a good song regardless. Like the lyrics it's just the way he laid it out, like as a storyteller, it just makes a lot of sense. Like that's why I resonate with that. Like
no,
it's
like, true.
It's a vibe.
I'd be listening and be like, fuck the world, I'm a
walking erection. This is dick appointments music. This is dick appointment music.
Yes, honestly. Yeah. And even though it may be more so catered to men or whatever, I take it, I'm like,
no,
Exactly.
for real.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
which is kind of crazy, to be honest. Maybe I shouldn't be because that's toxic as fuck. But I don't know. I just thought it was like, it's funny because we take lyrics like this and then we run it back to like, what's like an R&B song that like a 90s R&B song, like, or like, you should make me love you, like,
Yo,
like,
excuse me, miss, by Chris Brown.
Yeah. Like it's completely a different angle and different perspective, you know what I'm saying? So it came from like super simpy vibes to like, fuck you, I'm gonna just fuck you.
But it's because in the 90s, men were singing to women.
Yeah.
Now in 2020,
now it's like they sing
men
for
are
themselves.
singing to men. Like
yeah.
no, like it's like
Boys
it's
to
not
men.
necessarily it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's necessary. Like men don't talk to each other anymore. You know what I'm saying? We don't have conversations with each other anymore. So like this is kind of how men converse with each other and like relate to each other. You know,
that's a good way to put it.
But like before, back in the day, like you could go to your homeboy's house and talk about your girl and like it wouldn't be weird. Now like. If you were to call your homie and be like, yo, I'm going through some problems right now. Can I talk to you? And be like, what the fuck you call me for?
Yeah.
Like, tell me about this. Like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know. I feel like it's just time, like how times change kind of thing.
Yeah.
So do you feel like music now is more so like independently like generated? Like it's more so like in a one person perspective now as
I don't think it necessarily has to do with music. I think it just has to do with masculinity. Like if men aren't allowed to be like not even feminine, men aren't allowed to be emotional. You know what I'm saying? Like so, and if you are emotional as a man, it's deemed as a weakness. So like to make emotional music makes you seem like a weaker man as an artist, and like that takes a conscious decision to represent yourself as a weaker man.
How many times does Drake ever get like not taken seriously because he makes like music like that?
And he's made it work. Like he knows his pocket, so he knows how to like make that work for him. But like at the end of the day, he's always gonna have like I don't take you that much more seriously because you're sensitive.
I feel like that's kind of like a negative thing though for music for it to. Okay, it's not the music.
That's why you see the shift that you've seen in it, I feel like.
Okay. No, yeah, I guess it's not really the music, but it's a reflection of where our society is going through in terms of like where men are.
Yeah, I mean, based on what you're saying with Drake, I'm trying to think like I think like he does like get like the rap of like you know people clown him whatever. But is it because he's sensitive or because he's corny? Like, which one?
I might be both.
Yeah, no, it's true. Because Drake, he be doing some questionable things where I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, and like the shit that he posts on social media, like in stories, he's just like,
like
shit like
he's
that.
corny and like that's okay. That's his personality.
Yeah,
I would actually say my favorite example of that, like artists like kind of molding into what's popular at the time would be Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, she's very good
because she was rapping on the streets of New York from like 2006 2009, and then when she dropped like Pink Friday and she became a pop artist, she was on stage singing with Katy Perry. Like
she really knows
she's
on
100%.
songs with Madonna. Like that's unheard of, especially for rappers to like go into that lane of pop music.
Like rappers, male and female. Nicki Minaj is the reason why.
And then she was able to so seamlessly switch back over after doing Pink Friday, Roman Reloaded, and then go back to rap.
I generally think that she's the reason why like rap became white people mainstream.
Oh no, I think that's before. What's
see what you're saying.
The reason rap became like interesting or like enticing for, especially for like white people and like white suburban people, is because of like the 90s, like gangster culture, like especially West Coast, East Coast rap and beef. Like not only were the people that could buy the records white people, like people who had access to disposable money,
right,
to spend $20 every week on a new album. Like they had the access to that disposable income to be able to afford it. But also there's such a, kind of like what we're saying before, like there was such a, they were so obsessed with something that they had never experienced, as something that they would never live through. And it made them want to go to the shows. It made them want to experience it. And it also is kind of like a privilege thing. Like they wanted that access to Black culture in a way. And because they were able to listen to and interact with and love these rappers and whatever, they were able to,
because to them it was
that,
like super exciting. And then, but then again, they have that privilege to be able to just kind of walk away from it when they want to.
So I think Nicki is to not blame, but like she's to credit for the like pop lane of like people that we see now, like even like Doja and even like like being able to merge into those lanes of pop rap. But like with white people being obsessed with rap music and being like the main consumers, like
no, I didn't. That's not what I meant either. Like I guess that's what I said, but no, that's not what I meant. That's more what I meant.
Yeah.
But like and like what's it called? Oh, I feel like when it came to like Nicki's era, like the Jessie J era and like the Katy Perry, you know what I'm saying? Like, that mainstream era of pop music, and like there was rappers didn't get certain opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Like they wouldn't have put a rapper as an American Idol judge. You know what I'm saying?
They wouldn't.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like until Nicki Minaj came across and changed rap music and then changed pop music, and there was a whole bunch of other opportunities that like followed suit with that too. Like even them just getting like Black artists to be on things like Masked Singer and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't see those things not happening had things like that not happen first.
And then when you think about it, like on the opposite side, Drake was kind of doing the same thing with like R&B.
He
was releasing R&B songs and R&B records, and he was able to release so many like slow songs and so much R&B shit, and then merge seamlessly back over into rap. So,
no, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
And the same thing with Wayne. Wayne was doing the same thing. But
Wayne is just like
he did it with skater culture and like
he
pop rock,
did.
He did it with pop, and he did it with R&B.
everything.
He did it with everything.
Yeah,
so.
Y'all listen to his recent thing?
I didn't really like that project. I'm not gonna lie.
There was some songs where I'm like, oh, this is the old like.
I like that was giving like the what's it called? The mixtapes that he always drops. So what's it called? Fuck.
He has the dedication mixtapes.
When he does always does like remix compilations.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it was giving me that. Like,
because he did remember like Marvin's Room, and then he did remember the Miguel song, I think, but.
Like, it wasn't giving me as much as those ones did, so that's why I didn't feel like it.
No, I hear you. I wanted to ask you guys, like, what is your vision for the future of the music industry, and you guys as artists, like, what kind of energy do you guys think that you're gonna be putting into it?
Mine's just healthy vulnerability. I want everybody to be able to, like, that's my whole image now, is just being able to be as transparent and like open and free with yourself as you possibly can be in any aspect of your life, every aspect of your life.
Oh, that's nice.
Where it's comfortable for you, when it's comfortable for you, and so on and so forth, and just that's it.
Yeah. I would say for me, like, what I want, I guess it would be the same thing I was saying before, like being able to inspire people, continue to inspire people, but I want to do it on like a global magnitude. Like, I don't want to say that I want to be famous, but I want to be well recognized for my work. Like that, that is the kind of the end goal for me, I guess. Not, I guess, yeah. I guess, like, and I want to be like a well-rounded artist, and I want to be a dancer. I want to perform. I want to put on shows, and I want to build a legacy. And I especially want to do it in rap music, because I think we've yet to see in rap and hip hop like somebody like a Beyonce or a Michael Jackson of rap.
Chloe might get there though. Chloe might get there.
Rap?
Oh, not rap.
Yeah. We've never seen a rapper that.
It's true.
That
it's true.
That puts on a show that.
That is true.
I can only think of right now maybe Doja, but like
I know,
But I feel like
I
that-
know.
But like, and yeah.
But I'm just and we've seen it. Like we've seen amazing performers from men in R&B. Like we've seen Usher. We've seen.
Yeah.
Even though I don't like him, Chris Brown is a good performer. So I think we've yet to have a rapper that is a rapper.
So saying he's like sitting in this room right now, or like,
I would not say no.
So that's kind of my goal, and I think. Again, like with that, I want to be able to influence other rappers to do that because there's so many, like you're saying, there's so many black men who can dance, rap, and act and sing and creative direct, but then they get trapped into like the molds of like masculinity.
What you're allowed to do.
What you're allowed to do, exactly. And so I want, especially more like black men, to be able to do that. And I hope that like as I grow as an artist, like I want to inspire people
to go and do that. Yeah.
And, like,
no, I would love to see it.
The full package, like everybody else does.
Exactly. Because again, we've never had a rapper that's a Beyonce or Michael Jackson.
No, you're not wrong. I'd love to see it. I really love to see it.
Yeah, that's my goal.
Yeah.
Well, I want to retire as an A&R as well.
Who?
As an
Sorry?
A&R.
Yeah.
What do you?
That's
That's where the money is.
That's what the one.
Retire as an A&R.
Oh,
For the
okay.
labels. So yeah.
Yeah.
That's where the real money is.
Mm.
Being an artist and being signed to a label is no money. You do not get money.
No, I know.
Really?
No.
It's everyone else above you.
No,
You make the
do not
most
get
money from like touring and stuff like that.
Okay, I didn't know that.
No, you didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that.
When you're an artist, if you get
Your
signed to a
label
label,
makes
you're like fucked over. Like
Damn.
Your label, it's like it's signing on for like the image to like.
it's
make
like a
it-
loan.
It's like
a loan.
Yeah.
They give you
Damn.
the money, and TLC talked about it. They made a very good point. This is a long time ago. They said, okay, so we have the highest selling album right now. They sell 1 million copies, but you break it down. So they had to pay. The label pays for them to do the studio time, pays for them to do the music video, pays for them to do the press, pays for everything. And then when the money comes back from the project or whatever, however much money you sell, okay, you got to pay the label back. So let's say they have $1 million.
Right.
You got to pay the label back. Okay, so that's
Yeah.
400,000.
Yeah.
Then you got to pay for this. Okay, that's another 100,000.
And
then
royalties on top of
And then
that.
that leaves that leaves what 300,000. Divide that by 3 people. That's $100,000 for $1 million project.
Yeah.
Even less.
Damn.
So,
That's why
like,
people
that's how
don't
they break
like
it down.
being with under
Right.
labels and
Yeah.
stuff. Like I know.
That's why a lot of people want to be independent now. Because
Yeah.
it just makes
It
more
makes
sense.
And
sense.
it's doable now that social media is a thing. Like lots of people
you
are
can
independent
create your
and
own
thriving.
platform and everything.
Example,
No, it's
Tinashe.
true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Frank Ocean.
Frank Ocean.
Yeah.
Frank Ocean was signed, but then in order
He
to
broke
get out
out
of
of
his
it.
label,
He
broke
had
out
to
of it.
like he
What's
went
it-
through
Asian
it.
Doll was signed by Gucci Mane, begged the man to drop her.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'd say
yeah.
the
Really?
best
She
example
begged
of
him.
an independent rapper is Chance the Rapper. Like
Yes.
he's independent,
yes.
won a Grammy. Like that's
I know.
And
I
he
need
was
him to
like,
drop
that was
more
like
music, though.
like a thing.
Yeah.
You had to do that. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
So
No.
don't get signed.
Damn, don't get signed.
No facts.
Damn, I
and that's
actually really
the thing
didn't
too.
know
Like
that.
people think that that's what you're working for. and it's
Yeah.
But I can't
Yeah,
lie.
it-
I've thought about it so many times. Like I thought about would I get signed? Yes and no, depending on the contract. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
again, like I know these people like do not make a lot of money.
But how
it
many times
allows-
is it created that you have to work for free for so long before making your big buck, right?
Exactly,
Like,
exactly.
yeah.
So it's like, it's a really sticky. Like I would get signed as long as I'm not getting a contract. Like I think it depends on the type of artist you are because some people get signed into like 360s where the label
That's what I
really
was
just
gonna say. And what if
the
it's a
label
360
really just
deal,
wants
though?
to fuck you over,
Take
and
you
then,
over,
and
yeah.
then leave you to dry. Like that's what happens. Like if you're a poppin' artist right now and you get signed, let's say you have a song that's super trendy, but you don't have longevity as an artist, meaning you don't have that artist brand, you don't have that repertoire, like you don't have all of that as an artist, you don't have the package. They'll sign you, make you drop 2 or 3 more singles,
and then
sell some shit, and then
that's-
you're done.
yeah,
And
That's
then
shady.
And then you have to pay them back, and now you're in debt, like $2 million.
that's
Like,
crazy.
that's what happens to people.
What would it take for you to say yes to get signed, or would you ever?
I would need like not a 360. I would need like a very like generous deal, like something of the likes of like Doja, Lil Nas X, Nicki, like something of those likes where like the label sees the potential in me and we express that, and we express that the goal of this is yes, I'm here. I have to make you your money, but the goal is like, I also have rights to like the stuff that I do outside of the label. So that includes touring, merch, brand deals, sponsorships, because some like Summer Walker just expressed that recently. Her label takes money from that stuff, which most artists don't. But
Yeah,
she's
most
fucked
artists
over.
make most of their money.
Out
They
of
fucked
the
over
brand
a
deals. But like,
lot.
let's say
Holy
Summer
shit.
Walker did a Super Bowl commercial right now. she'd have to give her label XYZ amount.
Wow.
Whereas some people who have
her
better
lawyers
deals,
suck, bro.
Like,
suck.
even think with the Megan Thee Stallion thing, like the whole
she
reason why
was-
we even have Erica Banks was because her manager was trying to hold her music, or he was trying to control her direction. She wanted to put out a certain type of music, he wouldn't allow it, so then he tried to hold it. She took him to court. The judge ruled in her favor, so he got salty. And then took her whole image and tried to build a new artist.
And
Erica
mind
Banks,
you,
with her
technically Megan
likeness.
is still with that label, technically, but now she's with Rock Nation as well, which kind of overrides that. So.
And he's not necessarily her. He's not
Yeah.
technically her management anymore.
So it would take a lot for me to get signed. I think especially like the type of work that I do and the type of artist that I am, I would be very careful about what I sign to. Like I want like a Doja, Kendrick, Lil Nas X, Nicki type of label. Like
the reason why I didn't know this and why I'm very surprised is that I see on social media of like these local artists or these like amateur artists saying, I got signed. I worked so hard for this. I got signed. This is why I thought this is what we were working towards to get signed. So this is why I'm really surprised.
Up until like before, yes, because that's what you needed to do. You had to get signed to be able to make music.
Because you know it wasn't so accessible for me to go on Instagram right now and go find a videographer and go shoot a video tomorrow.
That's true.
In the 80s,
that's true.
Couldn't find a videographer.
There was no that. You had to know somebody that knew a videographer that could get you connections.
And then you have to do a $10,000 music video.
Fuck.
Like, so that's how.
And if you don't, then sign.
Exactly. So
that makes sense.
Yeah, but there are people, especially there are still like there's independent labels, but even them like in the long run, it doesn't make much sense to me because like it doesn't.
Not with what we have now, at least. Yeah. I agree with that. Do you have any like music goals and stuff for yourself as a DJ?
I can think of short-term goals right now, and they're not as big as you guys, but I just want this year. I'll tell you my goals for this year. I want 3 gigs, specifically at AM PM.
Okay, you'll get them. Speak it. You're gonna get them.
And I don't know, it's just when I performed here, I just felt so much fucking adrenaline because you know when you do that transition and then the mood just switches and everyone just freaks out when and then people were rapping in my face. I rapped back, bitch. I rapped back, bitch.
Like
taking shots. I wanted to flip. I wanted to break shit. Like I oh my god, yeah, no. Yeah. When I get excited, I get too excited. Like I get very aggressive. So when people were rapping in my face, like Danica saw the fear. Danica, she's like, Mikey, you better just
no, because this girl, she'll go off. Like you're rapping in her face. She's gonna want to scream at you. Like
my goal is just to feel that feeling more frequently.
Yeah.
And I guess to put myself out there more.
Yeah.
And just try to gain new connections, I guess. Yeah, because I think I'm just at the starting stages. So I'm just going through a process right now, but those are my goals.
No, but I kind of love it though. We have it at like different levels and everything
that's
too.
To plan.
So
I don't know if you know you're doing it right, but that's what you're supposed to do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So on the right track.
Like, chasing that feeling of just I think every artist chases that feeling forever. Like, you want that. It's not acceptance, but it's just like knowing that
it gives you a high though. To be honest,
knowing that your work is like inspiring or like
people enjoy your work.
People, like, like, you know that. Whatever your work is.
And I think I just want to brand myself as a DJ now and just be unapologetically a DJ.
Yeah.
And myself.
Love that.
Yeah, with a little sprinkle of myself.
Exactly.
Don't kill me. Okay. Well, no, I'd love to see it. I really do. I'm not an artist, so I'm not going to put my 2 cents in it. So, but I think
a lot of other stuff.
Yeah, I got other things going on though. But can you imagine? I started hopping to the stew.
I got some. Hey, let me record
something. No, that's not gonna be me.
One day she's gonna get that Summer Walker vibes going.
Yes,
we'll be waiting.
Y'all can keep waiting.
Y'all know that? What's her name? She was wearing a blue dress.
Sky Jackson.
Yeah.
I love how you're crying. You didn't even fucking get to finish.
I love her.
I hate that.
As soon as you did the polls, I didn't know. I didn't know.
Yes. We'll be waiting like that.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. Y'all stay. But yeah, I guess you could probably wrap it up now, I guess. But this was a really good conversation, guys.
It
was.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming on to the show.
Thank you for having me. both of us is lit.
No, but like you guys definitely do have to go check them out. Like you gotta go check out their pages. We'll link all of your pages and stuff below. Go listen to all their music and everything. You're gonna want to keep up with them. But so at the end of our podcast episodes, we started this new thing where we actually say affirmations now. So I'm gonna pull up the affirmation for the episode.
It's gonna be a surprise to me. She just
love
that.
I literally chose it right before we started recording.
I'm so excited.
Okay, so I wanted it to relate to like artists and creatives. So today's affirmation is, my art impacts and inspires others.
Aww.
Keep it short and simple. Okay, hold on.
We're gonna say it. We're gonna like say it. Okay.
Can you imagine like at mass?
I was waiting for him. I was about to say. I was like, oh, this is so cute.
Nah, you don't gotta repeat it. That's so fucking funny. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. You guys can tune in next time, and we'll catch you guys later. Bye. Later.